Hello everyone, this is Chris with Peace of Mind Art and Crafts, and today I'm going to show you how to make some journal toppers. I've watched other videos where people make the journal toppers kind of ahead of time in order to just to save time and have some toppers handy for when they make their journals. You can also use these for other things as well. Here is one that is the size, let's see, which I'm going to make most of them this size or maybe just a little bit bigger. This one's 4.5 by 6, which would fit nicely on the top of like a 9 by 7 journal, or even a 9 by 6 journal. And let's see. Here's just a piece of paper that I had in a Christmas design, and I'm going to show you this. This is going to, act as the as the journal cover for purposes of demonstration. And say this was your journal, and you have your pages inside, or you wanted to do the topper, the front first. And you had this already. This was a Christmas design, of course. You could just put it right down on here and just glue it down however you wanted it. If you wanted to put something behind it, like lace or something, you could do that. I'm dropping things. Excuse me a minute. If I would clean my desk off, I'd have more room to put everything, but you know how that goes. You just want to make things you don't want to clean. Okay, like I say, we wanted some lace down here on this edge, or actually this would look pretty with some red lace maybe, or maybe some more of this gold. But just kind of whatever you wanted to add to it, you could do that. And for today, we're just going to make the toppers so that I can kind of collect those and have those ready to go on some journals. These also are would be a good size for a journaling card. And you can see that I made this one on the back of a file folder, which gives it a little bit of kind of like cardstock weight. And file folders are a little bit heavier than your normal regular cardstock, so you could use cardstock or a file folder. And then later, if you wanted to, if you'd rather use this inside a journal, then it's all ready for that as well. Okay, and like I said, you can make these bigger or smaller depending on the size journal you normally make. I usually make like a 9 by 6 journal or a 9 by 7 journal, so this works great. Okay, so let's make some other ones. I have another Christmas design here, and for this I have a piece of scrapbook paper which is fairly thick, so I'm going to use this as the background. And I'm also going to show you some later that I've used fabric on. Basically, I just get my design decided. And let's see, I had some other pieces that went to this. Okay, there's one as well. This is wrapping paper, and it has like the lyrics to different Christmas songs. And this particular one was I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas. So what I intended to do was put the snowman on top of this, and then maybe still have some of the lyrics showing through. And so basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to layer these down on the first before I put the snowman on. Let's see if I can get this to come out. My smaller glue I had a problem with, because I lost the little tiny tip that came off of it. I think I still can use that other one though. Let me try that one. As long as I've been doing this, I've always had the problems with the glue. And it's basically my bad, because either I leave the cap off and it dries out, or there isn't, like on this one I lost that little nozzle that goes in there, which allows me then to put this cap back on this way with that little metal nozzle that comes out. But I just make do, and I have another one of these, so I'm not too worried. But I wanted to use up the glue that was in here, so. Okay, so let's put that on. And you just make these as you normally would decorating a journal page. Here's another piece. I did have another piece, but I don't know where it went. Well, these are great to have for when you make journals with a certain design. It's great to have them already made up. Okay, here's one that was, one of the snowmen was kind of torn. So I want to put him underneath the other two snowmen. So that'll work. If I need to, I can take a pencil and mark where I want. I'm just gonna make a little tiny dot with a pen. Mark where I want the top of this to glue down, just so I can see it. And then when I put it down, I'm gonna put it a little bit up so that it covers over that little ink area. I hope you all are well. I am getting ready for my big Christmas show, which is called a Holiday Art Market. It's up in Golden, Colorado, and it runs from November 19th through December 29th. So what is that, about 6 weeks? So that'll be fun. And any of you that are in the Denver area and know where Golden is, it is at the Foothills Art Center up in Golden, and they run it every year. I think this is like the 45th year or something. And it's really a nice show. They have a lot of Christmas art and fine crafts. And I go up there and work. You know, being a cashier or a greeter or whatever. And if you work up there, I don't know, those of you that have done shows in the past, if you work up there, then you get a little bit of a better commission on your work. So that helps. Okay, so these are, I didn't quite go to the edge on here, so I'm going to put a little bit more here. And sometimes it helps if you have too much glue that seeps out. If you right away take a little wet wipe, not too wet, you don't want it to like drip any kind of water on there, but just kind of blot it up so that it blots up that excess glue, and that will help. Okay, so that's cute. I like that. And when I put it onto the cover, once again, I'm using this cover just as an example. When I put it on to the cover of the journal, like I said, it acts as a journal topper. And then I could put on some lace down the side. Actually, I could put it down the whole topper. And maybe after I make the journal, I could put on a card that says journal here, or maybe some snowflakes like I did on the other one. Anything's possible. And you could also use this as a journaling card. I could ink it up a bit. Let's try that. And especially if I wanted to use it as a journaling card, I could ink it on the back as well. This ink is kind of running out. This is a new ink pad that I got. So, ink spreader, whatever you call it. Give it a burnish there. There. And that would make a nice background cover, and I could even decorate the back of the journaling card if I wanted to. So there. Very nice. Okay, let's start one that. Okay, those are 2 Christmas ones. I just did the Christmas ones just because that's kind of what we're into right now. I'll show you another. These go pretty quick, really. This one I had cut a piece of file folder card, though kind of the consistency that I wanted it, and I'm gonna put this paper on the top. So I will just glue that right down. Just using this is the Art Glitter Glue, which I use for pretty much everything. Except if I had something, if I was going to glue this down to the top of a journal cover, I probably, by then it might have gotten a little bit heavier. So I maybe would use the fabric tack glue, especially if I was gluing it down to the fabric. Now I'm getting stuck again here. Okay, let's try this. Try to line it up exactly right. If you have trouble doing that, you can always line it up close to it, and then cut away the excess that in case you don't make it on there. It's not a big deal. I take my scissors and cut around that. And let's see, I love this little girl. She's so pretty. Let's see where to put her. And I could put her on maybe just a little bit askew if I wanted to, but I'm going to put some flowers on the bottom of this, so I think I'll just put her straight on there. Her and her little Scotty dog. I love terriers. Try to get that on. them as straight as you can. No, I don't know. Okay. Now on this one, what had I? Oh, I know. I was going to put this piece of flower trim. I'll just go ahead and glued some glue down for that. Whoops. See that? Without that little nozzle, it just kind of comes shooting out. But that's okay because it's needed kind of a thick line of glue anyway, so. And then I'm going to press it down using my wet wipe. And I have seen G. Kerr, she uses these little flowers a lot. And in this case, I don't want to vintage it up, but if you wanted to, you could go in with your ink and rub it on those flowers to make them a little older looking. Give them a little burnishing like that. I think I will do around the edges here. Oops. I do have more other ink pads than this. This is getting very dry. Can you tell I use my supplies until they're completely gone? Go. That looks pretty. We could do a journal tag on there. Let me see what I've got. Some. Memories, I think, will work. These are Shabby Dabby Doodah tags. I'm pretty sure Shabby Dabby Doodah is a channel on YouTube. And she also has an Etsy shop where she has lots of digitals. And this is one of her digitals. When I'm using these tags, a lot of times I'll just go ahead on the outline of them and burnish around them. That's so I don't have to do that after I cut them. Okay. Cut these out. And I could also tear this with my tear ruler as well. Right now I'm just gonna cut it. Since I started cutting it, I'll just do it all cut, but I could have torn it with my tear ruler. And I'll put that up there. If this is coming out now, it probably isn't. as I've said before, if anytime during my videos you kind of get bored, and all you have to do is like fast forward and go to a different part of the video instead of watching me glue down every single little thing. And I do that a lot with other people's videos, so I won't be offended, and also I will never know. So I want to take this opportunity to thank everyone for all the support that they've given me by watching my videos, by going to my Etsy shop and purchasing, by writing me giving me a like, subscribing to my channel, just being just the nice people that this journaling community is. Okay, I like that. I want like something on her hat. A little flower or a little bow. Or a little gem or something. Let's see what kind of, well, I don't think these flowers are small enough. Here's some that are kind of small. In the back of my desk, I have a drawer or a set of drawers where I keep all my little doodads and stuff that I use along the way. I like these sparkly ones. I like that, but I want a different color. There, I want that color. Or this color. Oh. I guess she's a pink girl. Have her be pink. These flowers are the Paper Studio, which is available at Hobby Lobby. There we go. It's a perfect journal cover or a card. Very cute. Actually, I said journal cover, I meant topper. It actually could be a cover though too if you wanted to make a journal that small. Okay, I'm going to show you real quick how I'm going to make one that's covered in fabric. Start out with a piece of fabric. Okay, so I start out with a piece of fabric. This is a kind of a canvasy fabric. I've used it a lot for different things. Decide which side I want. I have kind of a pinking. I pinked the edges with pinking shears. Gonna try to put some my fabric scissors. Put some of this gauzy cheesecloth type of stuff here down. And then on top of that, I can either put oh, here's a pretty slow stitched heart that I made. have that there. That looks pretty. It's okay if it extends over the sides here, because this is going to then go on top of the page on the journal, on the front cover of the page. You could also make it here, and then you could put this cheesecloth stuff back behind it, which would look nice. I probably would choose a different paper to put this on. This is just an example. You could add lace. I love this lace. It's a little flowery lace. You could even leave this part open up here. Just glue this down and leave this part open for a pocket. Okay, so that's one that I'll probably do. I've got some more cut here that I can work with. Some more of this type of fabric. And actually, you can use any fabric you want. Okay, and oh, I also have these which I made, which are pockets that could go on top of the fabric with a piece of this gauze right behind. Maybe some lace. Looks pretty. I could see maybe the cover being one of these colors, the rose or the peach, and then it picks up the grays in the background. I like this one, and then this has a pocket here. Actually, I like this topper, so I think I'm gonna do that one on here. And like I said, I could use the fabric tack glue. Let's see if this will hold. This will probably hold because I'm putting it on kind of heavy. Now on this particular one that I made with the fabric, you could use it as a tag, but if you're going to make tags, I would probably use paper. Because then you could write on the back. Okay, got glue on the sides there. Write that off. Isn't that pretty? Add some trim to it. I love this lace that I showed you before. Where the end of it is. There it is. I think I'm going to glue that under there. And then I'll probably put a piece down here. So we'll glue that in place. That makes a pretty one. So these are just a few ways of making some toppers for your journals. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you have a chance, and if you want, go to my Etsy shop and see what I have there. I have some things that you could order and use for toppers, such as the slow stitch hearts. I also have a video on how to make the slow stitch hearts. Some of the other toppers we made. Thank you so much. Bye for now.